From the interruption of the school calendar to the high-level negotiations, to revived wrangles between the teachers' unions, and to the pending contempt of court case pitting TSC versus NAT, this year's teachers' strike remains to be one to reckon with.
And with the powers conferred on this National Executive Council, has moved that it now proceeds and authorizes the Secretary General to call off the nationwide teachers' strike. Will as many as of this opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
However, just as the old adage goes, whatever has a beginning must have an end. The teachers' strike has been called off.
To release all the salaries for June to you. Tomorrow. Kenya National Union of Teachers is the only one giving you hope for the salaries of July come the end of July monthly end. With that assurance, we are calling upon you, teachers of Kenya. And I'm calling upon you due to the power conferred upon me by the Constitution of the Kenya National Union of Teachers, as resolved here by the National Executive Council, having deliberated on those issues for the last 3 days, to ask you today, to direct you today, to prepare, to report to your schools, your places of work tomorrow without fail. 8 o'clock. For the parents of this country, we want to assure you your children will be safe and they will be in safe hands.
Seemingly, the NAT National Executive Council has accepted the government offer that they earlier on rejected. Defending their change of mind, the NAT officials have vowed to pursue the remaining demands.
It's no longer in our interest. Of course, we negotiated and arrived at 2 phases, which we brought to the National Executive Council. And the reservations were raised. And when the reservations were raised, we have been consulting with government because other components were not even considered, okay? But then after reaching an understanding, we cannot be on strike forever. We are taking the 2 phases for now while we go on with negotiations.
We are driven by the love of the children of this country. We are driven by the fact that the rights of the children as far as education is concerned must be fulfilled. We are driven by the respect of the religious leaders. We are driven by our own concern that having gone this far and having achieved this much, we have to have a break to allow us an interlude to rethink our strategy and reattack. Because
earlier on, before this major statement from NAT, the government had made good its threat of closing all public primary schools indefinitely.
The government hereby, 1, orders the closure of all public schools indefinitely. Number 2, assures all Class 8 pupils, parents, and the public that adequate arrangements have been made to address their situation with respect to their Kenya Certificate of Primary Education examinations.
It is believed that this move had much to do with the calling off of the teachers' strike, as NAT officials rushed for a meeting with the Deputy President to help in solving the impasse.
Directed teachers to go back to school tomorrow, and we have directed parents to bring children to schools tomorrow. The schools were closed. Now we are opening the schools tomorrow.
Reportedly, the meeting by the Deputy President informed the change of mind by NAT officials.
Before coming to call off this strike, that was a junior office. ile ngine huko. But you see, we were discussing, we don't work with them. When things ikienda juu, yes, so that business is over. Don't talk about that. The government will sort itself out. You will see schools running, children in school and teachers tomorrow.
It still remains unclear if students and pupils will resume normal classes tomorrow, even as the teachers have been ordered to resume duty by their union. And on the other side, the government has announced an indefinite closure of the schools.